It was a cold winter morning in Berlin, New Hampshire, a small, quiet town where crime is rare, and neighbors know each other by name. But on February 29, 2024, police were called to an apartment on Main Street, and what they found inside would trigger a statewide Amber Alert, a tragic story of love, loss, and violence. Just after midnight, Berlin police entered an apartment at 1063 Main Street. Inside, they found 31-year-old Caitlyn Naffziger dead from a single gunshot wound to the head. There was no sign of forced entry and no sign of her two young daughters, ages 1 and 4. Authorities immediately feared the worst. Within hours, a statewide Amber Alert was issued. The girls were believed to be with their father, 32-year-old Duren, possibly armed and dangerous. Police described the car, a white 2017 Subaru with New Hampshire plates. For nearly 24 hours, authorities across New Hampshire worked around the clock. Helicopters scanned back roads, patrols searched highways, citizens were told to stay alert. It was a race against time. 2 small children, possibly in danger, and a father on the run. On March 1st, around 7 p.m., the search came to an end. Officers located Dustin Duren and the 2 children in the parking lot of an Applebee's restaurant in Keene, more than 120 miles away from the crime scene. The children were safe. Dustin Duren was taken into custody without incident. In the days that followed, prosecutors filed multiple charges against Dustin Duren, including first-degree murder, reckless second-degree murder, reckless conduct with a deadly weapon, and endangering the welfare of a child. Prosecutors painted a chilling picture, claiming the shooting was one of anger and control, that Dustin shot Caitlyn during an argument while the children were nearby and then fled the scene. The autopsy confirmed Caitlyn died from a single gunshot wound to the head. Investigators described the scene as deliberate, not accidental. But Duren's defense team had a different story to tell. They claimed he acted to protect his daughter, that Caitlyn had posed an immediate threat, and that he acted in defense of a child. They insisted this was not murder, but self-defense. In one police interview, Dustin Duren reportedly said, "It was very, very fast, very deliberate. I'm someone who does not keep a round chambered, but it was very quick. I just grabbed it." The defense also filed multiple motions to dismiss, alleging violations of his rights to a speedy trial, but those motions were denied, and the case moved forward to trial in Coos County Superior Court. After more than a year of pretrial motions and evidence hearings, opening statements began in October 2025. Over 6 tense days, jurors listened to 2 drastically different versions of the same night. Prosecutors emphasized motive, calling it a case of rage and domination. They argued that Dustin Duren could have left, could have called for help, or de-escalated. Instead, they said he chose to shoot Caitlyn in cold blood. The defense countered with emotion. describing a volatile relationship and a father's instinct to protect. But in the end, the jury sided with the prosecution. After deliberation, Duren was found guilty of second-degree murder, reckless conduct with a deadly weapon, and endangering the welfare of a child. Dustin Duren now awaits sentencing, scheduled for December 11, 2025. With a murder conviction, he faces decades, potentially life, behind bars. Caitlyn Naffziger's life was cut short at 31. She leaves behind 2 young daughters, children who survived an unimaginable ordeal, and whose futures will forever be shaped by the tragic night. This case reminds us that behind every headline are real families, torn apart by violence. As sentencing approaches, the community of Berlin continues to seek justice and healing for Caitlyn and for her daughters. What do you think about the verdict? Do you believe justice was served? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for joining.